And we're back. I love doing that. Just something about it. Just to address this real quick, I am trying a new camera holder thing in my car, which is the reason why I'm doing it at this location. But anyway, so a couple days ago, I went to the dentist, and my dentist, he is Korean as fuck. And you know what I love about Koreans is that they are like the black people of Asia. Now stick with me just for a moment. Check this out. All right, Korean people, they are taller than all the other Asians. Think about it. Thick necks, big bodies, okay? Number one, physically, bigger than all other Asians. Number two, they don't give a fuck what you think. They will fight you in the street for nothing. I haven't fought any Koreans personally, but if you ever happen to go to Los Angeles, there's a whole scene of huge Korean people listen to nothing but Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Bone Thugs, you name it. All right? There's a whole Korean movement where Korean people, they dress and act very similar to the black culture. So that's number two. All right? They don't care what you say. And the number three, which is one of the best things about black people, okay? They will tell you exactly what you want to hear when you don't want to hear it, when you do want to hear it. It doesn't matter. They will always tell you exactly what you need to hear, no matter what, without any spare of your feelings. So, backing up, I went to the dentist, laying down like this, maybe not like this, a little further back. And the dentist comes over, and he looks at me, and he was just like, what's up, baby? How you doing? I'm like, I'm okay. I mean, I'm all right. He's like, why don't you open that mouth for me? Let me see what you're working with. Oh, God. Excuse me? I had no idea where he was going with it first. I'm glad I wasn't going under. But anyway, so he looks at me, and I'm like, okay. I open up my mouth. Hilarious as shit. He looks at me straight up, and he says, damn, man, what you do? Eat rocks for fun? Jeez. Teeth look fucking horrible. I said, sir, I gotta be honest with you. If I was anybody else, I'd be really offended. But truthfully, you're awesome. This guy's talking mad shit about me. He laughs for like 2 seconds. And then he sees like a Chinese lady, okay, that was like across the hall. He said, I'm gonna bring my aide in. She comes in, he goes across the hall. There's some Chinese lady, and she's speaking some Hongge La, Nonga, 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 some Chinese stuff, okay? And he says, oh, really? Okay, she starts speaking to him. Tongde na, nonga, nonga, nonga. And I'm just standing there watching this whole exchange. Korean was just like, hey, lady, gotta tell you something. I'm not fucking Chinese. He said, stop being racist. So like her stepson or nephew or whatever is there, and he's translating for her, right? And guess she doesn't speak English or whatever, because she kept speaking Chinese or Japanese or whatever she was speaking. And he said, tell her to open her mouth. So the son translates like, opens up her mouth. You might be saying, oh man, you speak Chinese? No, I'm just making it up. I have no idea what I just said. I might have just said fruit salad, but whatever. So opens up his mouth, and he says, good God, lady. Looks like a city skyline. Just... I'm thinking this guy's such an asshole. I love it. So I'm just trying to pay attention while the lady is getting ready to she's prepping me up and everything. He looks at the little nephew or whatever. No lie. And he says, listen, I'm going to need you to translate this to her. So as I'm talking to her, okay, I want you to be whispering this in her ear. He leans into her, and I'm watching this. I'm like, what's about to happen? He says, all right, listen, lady. We have two options, okay? I can go in the back. I can get a hammer. I can break out all that shit that you call teeth that's hanging on to your gums, okay? Put in some new ones. Be a few hours. A few $1,000s are called dentures. We'll take care of it. Or, okay, you could leave now, go to the bank, ask for a loan. You come back. You show me how much money they gave you, and then we'll make several small deposits fixing every single one of those. Never in my life have I ever heard of a dentist, a Korean dentist at that, which I already knew that they were like that, not give a fuck if this was a workplace, they could have like an EO violation, but he's his own boss, so he can say whatever he wants. My wife hates this guy, okay? I told her the story when I came back. She got offended. She says, I'm never going back. And I said, I'm actually scheduling a follow-up just to see if I can get more material. So he comes back to me, and we're start talking and everything. We make friends. Now look, hold on to that thought. Despite the fact that he is Korean, despite the fact that I said that Korean people are like the black people of Asia, I want to leave you with this. I'm going to stop on that note, but I'm going to leave you with this. Everybody, you know how people always say, oh, you need a white friend to get you out of trouble or something like that if you're black? Well, guess what? If you're not black, if you're white, please, for love of the South American Jesus, as we call it up north, okay, please get some black friends, because that dentist, or even get some Korean friends, it's pretty close, all right? They will tell you exactly what you need to hear that exact moment, okay? Perfect example. I remember having this one friend, okay, Shanae, black girl, surprised. No, she wasn't white. Her name was Shanae, and she wasn't white. But anyway, so Shanae, I remember one time she was talking to me about how black people will say anything they want. They're very loud and outspoken. I get it. That's me too. So it works out great, all right? That's why I only dated like black girls and Latinas. 99.99% black Latina. Well, there's like an Asian once in a while. But anyway, that's not the point. Get yourself a black friend, because black people, out of all the great things that you do, okay, you do one thing probably the best, and you talk that shit, both negative and positive, okay? And what I mean by negative is like you disrespect people, okay? But not in a disrespectful way. Some people catch feelings, okay? If you have a Korean friend or a black friend and they tell you something you don't want to hear that helps you out, don't take it as disrespect. Get a friend like that, because your other friends might not be telling you the truth. So going back to Shanae, I remember Shanae was telling me that we were all going out to a club or something like that, and she said a friend of hers wasn't coming with her, some white girl or whatever. Just being honest, she was white. And neighbor, anyway. And I said, where's your one friend, Tiffany, or whatever, something like that. I said, what's going on with her? And she said, oh, she's not coming out anymore. I said, why? I said, and she said, that bitch looks tore up from the floor up. I may be a 6, okay? But unless she's coming out looking better than she was, and she was not changing her outfit, she's gonna make me look like a foe. So with that being mentioned, get yourself a black friend, get yourself a Korean friend, stay black, stay Korean, stay on my channel. Hit the little YouTube comment at the, if you like this video, hit the subscribe on this side. I'm pretty sure that's right. No, it's on this side. Anyway, whatever side it's on, okay, subscribe to my video, hit like if you liked it. If you got any questions, comments, anything, ask me anything. I have a lot of great advice and bad advice, but I can tell you what, if you ever need solid advice or solid criticism, ask a black person or ask a Korean person. It's the exact thing. Slightly different, but it's not really. Have a great one. I love you all. Mwah. Bye-bye.